All right, hello. I got a couple emails from you guys over the weekend regarding the grammar worksheets in the packet, and there's a little bit of confusion about semicolons and what to use them for. So, just really quickly, I wanted to go over that with you guys and provide you with just a really brief resource. Sorry, that can hopefully answer those questions if you have them. So, this is a semicolons quick review. All right, so with semicolons, there are four main uses. In class, we mostly focused on three of them. Serial list, I mentioned it, but we didn't really go over it in too much detail. I'll go over that with you now because it's on your worksheet. So the four are: number one, you use semicolons to connect related independent clauses. Number two, replace coordinating conjunctions. Number three, use them in a serial list. Again, I'll go over what that means. And then four, you use them with conjunctive adverbs. All right. And just as a reminder, your coordinating conjunctions, those are your and, but, or, so, yet, nor, for. Okay. And boys. Conjunctive adverbs, I gave you guys a list. So if you have all of your papers, you should actually have a copy of that list. Those words like however, moreover, indeed, also, things like that. So, all right. So the first use of a semicolon again is to connect related independent clauses. So I just want to look at this example, and with all these slides, all it is an example. I'll go over it. If you have further questions, you can ask in the Hangouts. If you need a link for that, that's on Classroom. Okay. So first example, we have two sentences here. I ordered a cheeseburger for lunch. Second sentence is life's too short for counting calories. So if you notice, these two sentences are all about the same thing. It's about that cheeseburger, right? And when you have two sentences that are related like that and that are about the same thing, and they follow one after the other, you can combine them with a semicolon. These are two independent clauses, which means that they stand alone as their own sentences. But again, they're related. Life's too short for counting calories is directly in response to ordering a cheeseburger. Without that cheeseburger, that person wouldn't say that. So because of that, this is not wrong. But if you wanted to add a semicolon, you take it down. I ordered a cheeseburger for lunch, semicolon. Life's too short for counting calories. That would be perfectly acceptable as a grammatically correct sentence. So with independent clauses, it's literally just you're taking two sentences that stand alone by themselves and you're combining them with that semicolon. All right, so number two, replacing a coordinating conjunction. So just as a reminder to you, a coordinating conjunction, those are your fanboys: for, and, but, nor, so, yet. I think that's all of them. So if you look here with this sentence, I saw a coyote outside my window, comma, and it was eating a snake. So this comma is combining these two independent clauses. The sentence is perfectly fine. However, you don't necessarily need this coordinating conjunction, the and. So to get rid of the coordinating conjunction, all you do is take the comma and the and you replace it with a semicolon. And again, that's a perfectly acceptable way of writing this sentence. I saw a coyote outside my window, semicolon. It was eating a snake. So instead of the comma and, all you have is a semicolon and then the rest of that independent clause. A lot of the questions on that worksheet deal with this type of example. All right, so third, serial list. Now this one's a little confusing. All right, so sorry. So just bear with me again. If you have questions, you can ask them after you watch this. So with a serial list, if you look here, we have a list of towns in countries. And remember, when you write a town and then you say what country it's in, it's always the town, comma, the country. So we have, I need weather statistics for the following cities: London, England. So we know London, England's in one place. London, Ontario in Canada. In Ontario, there is a place called London, so not to be confused with London, England. Paris, France. Paris, Ontario. Perth, Scotland. Perth, Ontario. So we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. But if you look at the commas here, it looks like you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 places. All right. And the reason why it looks like that is because there's nothing telling us that the town goes with the country or the province. So that's what the semicolons do. So if you look down here, I need the weather statistics for the following cities. Oh, and by the way, so this example is considered grammatically incorrect because it's when you read it's confusing. So if you look down here, I need the weather statistics for the following cities. London, England. We got London, comma, England, semicolon, London, Ontario, semicolon, Paris, France, semicolon, Paris, Ontario, semicolon, Perth, Scotland, semicolon, Perth, Ontario. So what do you notice? Well, you notice that the semicolons are coming after every country or province, and that's telling us that we're moving on to the next item in the list. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places, just like you should have, and they're clearly marked. So there's only a couple of these on that worksheet. Give them a shot. If you have a question, email, ask on the Hangout. I prefer the Hangout because if everyone gets on there, everyone can see the conversations that we have. So if someone's confused, they look at the Hangout. That might provide clarity to everyone. But again, you use the semicolon to separate the items in a list when the items in the list already have commas. So hopefully that provides a little bit of clarity. Again, if you need more help with that, let me know. But this is a good example of this. All right, and then finally, with conjunctive adverbs. So you use semicolons with conjunctive adverbs. Again, this is what I gave you that list for. So these are words like however, moreover, also, indeed, thus, therefore, hence. There's a lot of them. So I gave you a list of like 30 at least, I think. So you use them with conjunctive adverbs. So if you look here, this is similar to our first example with the coordinating conjunctions. Oh, sorry, that was the second example. The example with the coordinating conjunctions is similar to that, where we got 2 sentences. Reports of the damage caused by the hurricane were greatly exaggerated, period. Indeed, the storm was not a hurricane at all. So we have 2 sentences. Indeed is our conjunctive adverb. So to combine them, all you do, semicolon, conjunctive adverb, comma. Reports of the damage caused by the hurricane were greatly exaggerated, semicolon. Indeed, comma. Remember, you need the semicolon before the conjunctive adverb, the comma after. So if this was however, it would be semicolon, however, comma. Moreover, semicolon, moreover, comma. If it was also, semicolon, also, comma. You need both of those pieces of punctuation in order for the sentence to be grammatically correct. Greatly exaggerated. Indeed, the storm was not a hurricane at all. So we've taken 2 sentences, 2 independent clauses, and using a conjunctive adverb with a semicolon and a comma, we've combined them. So that's the 4. That's pretty much everything. That's how you use a semicolon. So I just wanted to clarify that for you guys in case you were confused. If you have any other questions, again, please let me know. If there's anything else that you'd like me to make a video about from that packet, whether you need some help with the story, Friday Night Lights, but by the way, I hope you enjoy that. It's a good story. Or if you need a little assistance with any of the SAT questions, we can do that as well. So just let me know. I'm kind of getting a little bored here, so let me know. All right, cool. So again, hope that was helpful, and stay safe. Yeah.